Maverick fans, welcome to this week's episode of Chattin Mavericks, the official fan podcast of all things Maverick hockey.
This podcast is brought to you in partnership with Pulltab Sports. Check them out at your favorite social media platforms at Pulltab Sports and online at pulltabsports.com. What is up, Maverick Nation? Thank you for tuning in. I am sore today. I am stung. Big wedding, as everyone that listens to the show knows. So we're going to get through this. Had an awesome interview that we just got done with that we're going to throw over to you guys just in a second. But hey, coming back from Wisco, 2 ties, didn't win, didn't lose. We're going to talk about it. The home openers coming up too. We're going to talk about that. But first, let's check in with the travelers here. Big Bag. How was the bus, buddy? How was the hotel? How was the whole experience?
The bus, I mean, the whole thing was fantastic. Like, I would 1000% do it again. I had such a great time.
Yes.
Wisconsin has a great bar scene. Like, everything was fun. I wish there was more, like, community. Like, I wish it was more full. Like, we saw a ton of students, but it looked like they were all just like walking to and from the library. Like, nobody really cared that there was a game going on, but
they were going to the library, sure.
But it looked like it. Nobody really cared.
Yeah.
But the experience was fantastic. Like I said, it was cool to hang out with everybody. Like, I was telling my wife, like, when you're at a Mavericks away game and you see another Maverick fan, it's such a different vibe than seeing them anywhere else. Like, you go to a home game, you're like, hey, I'm a Mav fan, whatever. But when you see it, if you're in Madison and you see another Maverick jersey, you just lose your mind. It is so much fun. We had a great time.
Yeah, Juts, how was your weekend in Madison there? You had some fun.
Yeah. Big Bag kind of said a lot of what I wanted to say about the town of Madison.
Yeah.
We all did decide on, I rallied some troops Thursday night to go just to, like, there was like 4 bars in a row, like 2 blocks from our hotel. It's like we started at 1, and then it was me, Big Bag, DJ, Shelly, her husband, and Dan, like the Blue Line Club president.
Yep.
And the second bar, Big Bag, Shelly, and her husband knocked off. They called it a night, and I should have called it a night. Hindsight 2020. But me, DJ, and Dan the man went to the 2 other bars, and there's very little I remember after that. I made friends with the bartender, looked at him straight in the eyes, and said 6 shots of Rumpelmans. And I gave 2 to Doyle, 1 to Dan, and I took the other 3.
Oh my goodness.
Allegedly is what I've been told. So that happened.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then they said that I somehow managed to make friends with the bartender and get free shots in a town that I've never been to before. So
nice.
That was
Put that on
cool.
the resume.
And then the hotel room took some abuse when I got back because someone decided to lose their lunch.
There wasn't we went to a good amount of bars, and there wasn't one where I was like, meh. Like, they were good, fun bars.
Yeah. There was one of the, I don't remember the name of it, but it was like kind of grubby compared to the other 3 in that row.
Oh, the Rigby?
We're not talking about, what about the Rigby? No, the Rigby was nice. It was the other one that I don't remember.
The cigar bar?
No, one in between the 2. There was like the cigar bar, the Rigby, and then there was one in between.
Oh.
That was after you had went home.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
And that was interesting. But other than that, all the beer were nice. Spotted Cow on tap is awesome.
Yeah. I wish I could have been there longer with you guys, but by the sounds of my voice, you probably tell we had our fun over here.
Yeah.
So,
the bus ride home, dude, my shoulders and my neck are just locked. And, like, if anyone's really heard the show, you probably know that my right shoulder's torn, and I could not move my right shoulder at all yesterday. So I had to, like, have my brother come into my room and, like, we basically popped my shoulder back into place, which
nice.
Isn't fun.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we got invited back on the bus next year. Like, we
I don't think
we were loud and
obnoxious.
Profane. Some of us were profane.
Yeah, Big Bag was out of pocket on that bus.
No, that was okay.
No,
Let's
but
be
yeah,
real.
like it was funny.
We all know
like,
who we were talking about.
Like it was funny when we first got on the bus, we were late. So like, and we just walked to the back, and there's people like right in front of us, like one row, and then those people were nowhere near us the rest of the trip.
Weird.
They all moved forward. It's like the second time, so we didn't go on the bus to the arena either time because we just we were down to a bar close. That's one thing. If they do it again, I wish that they would take the bus down to the arena early and like we would go get food as like a whole bus or something. So that's something for later. But also they probably didn't want to watch what the four of us were just hammering vodka lemonades and stuff. So
I mean that we're 2 for 2 on bus. We didn't go to Omaha, but Mav fans have done. They're 2 for 2 on fan buses. This if we're trying to make waves here and move forward as like an athletic program and a fan community, that needs to be a regular thing. And I don't care if it's just up to Bemidji or Tech or St. Thomas even,
or just St. Thomas for a day.
That should be a thing.
The travel, like we're so lucky. I mean, obviously there are some pretty tough travel in our schedule, but we do have quite a few that are an easy day trip, so it'd be sweet to get it.
I know.
Yeah, shout out to those guys for putting that all together.
That should be a recurring thing, whether we get invited back on or not. I know we'd go if we get invited back on.
Well, I think there should be like a blue line club bus or like a regular fan bus,
like a student.
Yeah,
because student and more rowdy fans.
We're not the Blue Line Club's awesome, but we're not normal Blue Line Club members. A lot of them are more mature, have their life figured out more than I guess Big Bag might have his life figured out. But let's just say they don't come onto the bus and rip their shirt off after a tie because they're hammered,
right?
Like Big Bag did.
Oh yeah. I'm happy I was able to get to Thursday. It was super cool getting down there. A lot of driving for Cam this week, so I think
Cam, how'd your brother like MSU? He toured it. How did he like it?
Yeah, he liked it. I think he didn't really learn much about stuff that he didn't. I mean, I went there for 4 years. He came and visited me. Like he's seen the campus. So, he liked it. So I'm hoping we have a future Maverick in the making here. I think he really wants to give soccer a shot after high school. So I think he's kind of gonna try to test out the waters, see where he wants to try to end up to play college soccer. But I mean, he liked to eat. I mean, Mankato's awesome. I think he likes being over here. It'd be nice for my family too that I'm over here as well. So if anything gets a lot of hand, he's got brother's house to go to or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think he, it's definitely it's on his list for sure. He didn't commit to it, but I think he's gonna try to go the soccer route and see if he can do anything with that. So.
It was cool. We got to meet the whole Watkins family at Wando's. That was really fun. Got to meet everybody. I thought it was a little strange that your mom still feeds you, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Do things a little differently in Winona, but that's fine. No big deal.
The water's a little different over there on the river and all, so it's good. Get the nuclear reactor washout and sometimes. But no, they're.
I dropped like 3 F-bombs. I go, oh, sorry. She goes, I don't fucking care. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no, they were like the car right there. They were, pumped to meet everyone and, put names to faces and voices. That probably changed
real quick when they walked in and just saw how tanked the 3 of us were.
My brother and his buddy drove separately and I guess they were like starving. So it was like first mission was getting food. So the 16-year-olds weren't, I guess 17-year-olds now weren't, making it everyone else's problem that they were hungry.
Did they think the first thing that like they walked through the door, the first thing I did was rip the metal detector wand off the wall and started wanding you guys. That was their first impression of me.
That was hilarious. I'm surprised they just left that out at Wando's.
They don't care. You can do whatever you want.
Wando's. You know how many of those wands they got?
That's true. Yeah. But no, it was super fun. The family, they like my dad's just a huge sports guy in general. So he's walking around the Kohl Center just looking at all the memorabilia and the art, the artifacts and stuff from all the stuff they have, sitting in the lobby. So he's probably almost more interested in that than the actual game.
That's one thing I didn't do. We didn't walk around at all and really look at anything.
Yeah, so it's a sweet barn. They've got a sweet setup over there.
I was just so upset with how little people were there, and the fact that they only had Coors Light or neutral.
Yeah,
like what the fuck was that?
Yeah, drink prices were a little obscene, but
nothing compared to Mariucci. They're still there, and I found out that that's actually only the second year they've allowed beer there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was like talking to one of their
for Wisconsin.
I was talking to one of their students about like why there's no mixed drinks at the arena, and they're like, dude, there wasn't even beer here my freshman year.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
is that true? I don't think
unless
that's true.
Unless she's gaslighting me, but
I'm pretty sure I had a beer
in Wisconsin. Yeah, I was gonna
when
say,
I went to the Michigan game. I'm pretty sure I had a couple beers.
Well, that would have been 2
Maybe
years.
I didn't. I don't know. That's 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
This is his third year. Oh yeah,
It's the start of Strand's third year.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think that might have been their first year, or it's new that they've allowed beer. But no cup holders. And Dan, if you're listening, that tweet was very unnecessary. I just wanted to let them know they didn't have cup holders. I don't need my own Maverick fans chirping me. So let's be better, Dan.
Be better. But yeah, and then obviously got a quick shout out, Joey and Maya tied the knot up. No one ran away from the altar, so that was huge. So that was fun. Had a probably a little too much fun at the party afterward, dancing on some tables. And
I think I got one message from you last night that was
I don't know if I texted you, but maybe.
No, it was someone at the wedding sent me a video, and all you said was
we could translator on that quick. But guys, I mean, what do you say? We're obviously talking about Wisco here. Not a lot of news to go around. Nothing super crazy.
Bemidji's finishing 9th. That's the news for the week.
Bemidji's finishing 9th. But I think it's time now. We're going to throw it over to our Play It Again Sports series breakdown. Shoot and score at Play It Again Sports. Stop by your locally owned sporting goods store serving Southern Minnesota for 25 years. Whether you're looking for used gear, new gear, they got you covered. Hockey, baseball, softball, golf, wrestling, volleyball, and more. Do not forget to bring in your used but not used up sports equipment for credit towards your next purchase or cash. Thank you to Play It Again Sports Mankato for sponsoring the Chattin Mavericks podcast. Guys, Friday, 1-1 tie. Or Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. 1-1 tie. Goes to OT, goes to shootout. I'll throw it to you guys right away here. We'll get into the box score here in a second, but what were your guys' kind of takeaways, initially from the game?
I feel dirty, just like ties just make me feel dirty. I guess there's it was a better outcome than obviously 2 losses or a split if we're really looking at it, but it just feels like something was missing. We drove all the way out to Madison, and technically we ended up losing both games. If we not technically, I guess we tied, but then obviously we lost in the shootout both games. So
we
looked for Thursday. I thought the first period was rough, and then the rest of the game felt pretty even. The rest of the weekend felt pretty even, but
there were definitely times where we were boxed in, and then there were definitely times where we had them boxed in as well. So on Friday,
it was not that I expected us to lose, but I didn't expect us to keep them 1-1 and 2-2. I expected a couple 4-1 either way, or a 3-2 or something like that. So I'll take it, and I guess after the dust settled and it's Sunday, I'm pretty happy with the outcome, I guess.
Yeah, what about you, Big Bag? What are your kind of takeaways before we take a quick look at stats here?
Just from Friday or the whole weekend?
Yeah, just from Friday, yeah. Or from
Friday.
Thursday.
Oh man. We're gonna screw that up every time. Everybody take a shot when we screw that up.
Yeah. I won't be.
No, I thought the Thursday game, I thought, the takeaway was for me that it looks like Tracy's back to being Tracy. Not that he ever wasn't Tracy, but after everybody the 6-2 loss to Omaha, everybody was kind of like, what's going on here? This doesn't happen. He never gives up more than 3 goals. And
Yeah.
but after that, ever since then, Tracy has been Tracy. I thought he was
He
phenomenal.
played great both nights,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean,
Absolutely. I think we're kind of, looking at each other like, where are we going to get this scoring from? We scored 1 goal Thursday, 2 goals Friday.
Yeah.
It's there. The potential's there. It's too early in the season to really tell like the caliber of teams we played in Omaha and Wisconsin. They looked good. But if we're trying to, this program's at a level where we're trying to win a national championship. We're not just trying to, hopefully make the tournament or hopefully do well in the conference. We're trying to win a national championship. And if you got to do that, you got to beat good teams. And if Omaha and Wisconsin are going to be good teams, we got to beat them. And that's going to take some more scoring than what we're getting right now. And it's coming. They're probably still putting the pieces together, and that's just fine. But there were some opportunities that were missed. There was, definitely. I kind of thought they looked a little slower than Wisconsin. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think things are looking good as we come home. But we got to start putting some goals on the board there.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing for me on, especially, Thursday, just seeing the teams for the first time against each other, the biggest thing for me playing any Big Ten opponent, this is, typically going to be the case. Like, obviously we have our talent and, we have our scores and we have, those kind of guys. I mean, Wisconsin definitely, like, they're just talent level individually, I think was a little bit above what we have. But I think we played better as a unit or as a team than they did, I guess, if that makes sense. So, which I think is pretty, I mean, and we talked to Cichosz here. I mean, he kind of talked about, like, they're hitting, they're finishing hits. So, it wasn't that typical Big Ten game where you get, like you said, hit 3 times against, against playing Michigan last year, so it's that part, was a little interesting to me. Just quick look at like shots and stuff here. They did outshoot us at the end of the game. It's 22-30, obviously in favor of Wisconsin. Expected goals, I mean, again, who really knows what is going on with this statistic, so who knows, but our expected goals was 2.1, theirs was 3.8. I would kind of agree with that. I think they probably had a better whatever of the scoring opportunities. I think they had a little bit more of them. Obviously Luigi scores first though. Second period, there's nothing in the first. Luigi gets his first of the year. Or was that no, that's not his first of the year, was it? Did he score?
His first of the year was on Thursday.
We're talking about Thursday. So I think that was his first of the year. So
I announced it as his first when I was screaming my balls off.
Big Bag did the PA announcing there for all the Maverick fans. We get a little chant going up in the
carried the torch for TJ.
Yeah,
their announcer sucked. Took him 7 minutes to announce a Maverick goal.
Yeah, they were not quick with it, as they say. But that was assisted by Tristan and Jacob Conrad. So those guys getting going as well, which is always nice to see. And then third period, I think they scored it was 7 minutes in or something like that. Oliver Tulk, I believe is how you say it, assisted, of course, by Simon Tassi. Who else? And Jack Phelan, something like that. But a couple, obviously not as many penalties on the Thursday game as the Friday game. So that wasn't as much of a factor. There's 4 penalties in the first period, 2 aside, bench minor mixed in there against us. Charlie Lurie gets a penalty in the second period. That's all they had there. And then Simon Tassi gets a tripping penalty in the third. I mean, a couple of things I wrote down too, just from the game. I think the first period was controlled a lot by us being on the penalty kill. And I think Wisconsin kind of built on that momentum. And it seemed like we were a little boxed in the first period, which I think Big Bag, you kind of alluded to as well. Just the game itself just kind of seemed a little sleepy. And I think that probably was more the atmosphere in the rink, just nobody being there, being, a quarter full. But, other than that, I mean, I like what I saw. I think there was scoring opportunity. I think when we had to weather the storm, we weathered it well. I mean, best penalty killer has to be your goaltender, and Tracy obviously performed like Tracy's used to doing. So, that was nice. I mean, other than that, I really don't have much more on Friday. I mean, it would have been great to see Scholl hit the post in the shootout for what could have been the win. So that was a bummer. Would have really liked to see him put that away just for him being back in Wisco and of course keeping the Chattin Mavericks bump rolling. But yeah, I mean, you guys got anything more on Thursday? If not, we can jump over to Friday quick and
The last thought I had on Thursday was I thought we looked really good in overtime. Like I thought.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Both nights really. But
Both nights we dominated overtime.
Yeah.
I
So
would say
that's
like
definitely a positive.
8 minutes and 30 seconds out of the 10 minutes in the 2 overtimes we had the puck or were in a position where they weren't going to get scored on.
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, and shootout wise too, Tracy going, I think it was 10 for 12 on the weekend. I mean, that's pretty much all you could ask for. He gave a fighting chance, both nights to win. So like you said, big bag. Tracy's definitely back on his business if he's ever off it. But
I think it takes an insane amount of patience in overtime to be in the zone and not like what you're seeing and back out and just regroup it again. I think it is so easy to just try to force something because you want to end the game and have the game winner. So the amount of times I saw them just like, all right, I'm not liking this. Let's regroup. Let's go back in. Let's cycle it. Like the overtime lines looked really good to me. So that was exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like just being strategic with line changes and not putting any of your teammates in a bad spot that way. I think it looked great. So both nights. But yeah, let's hop into Friday. 2-2 tie. So doubling things up, but 2-2 tie goes all the way to obviously the overtime session and then the shootout, which, technically Wisconsin's. I wanted to start there though. Was it Charlie Lurie? Was it his goal or was it Tristan? Yeah. So Tristan, he's coming down and, he kind of shoots it. I don't know if he kind of whiffed on it or whatever, but it ends up like trickling under their goaltender's pad and goes in. And I think they waved it off initially on the ice.
They initially called it no goal and then reviewed it for what it felt like forever. And from our point of view, or then they said that it went a rebound. So obviously in a shootout, you can't rebound it at all. So even if it touched him anywhere after it went off the goalie, technically that's a rebound.
Yep.
But they said it touched his skate and then went back in, which I never saw that. I mean, obviously, I'm a Maverick.
Yeah, they showed
fan.
it on a couple, and obviously, I was watching on.
I didn't see an angle that showed it touching him, or it being anywhere near him.
So I don't really understand what the ruling was there. I mean, the puck didn't lose momentum; it did get bumped again. It should have been just a goal. I don't know.
I agree.
So,
I don't know. We kind of got robbed, but at the end of the day, it really didn't matter, just for morale, I guess. But
it would have been nice to just say it would have been
nice to leave with a win. Yeah,
I mean, we could have got an extra Big 10 point like the Jumbotron said, so that would have been sweet.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Since none of it matters, I mean, we really could just say that it went in and counted. I mean, none of it.
We won.
Yeah, there we go.
Game over. That Wisco. But yeah, I mean, shots. We about the same difference as last night. 25 for Mankato, 33 for Wisconsin. Expected goals a little bit lower for both teams, 1.8 for Mankato, 2.5 for Wisconsin. So pretty much right where the score ended up being. I'd say story of this game was definitely the penalties though. I mean, it was physical, guys. Careful there, John.
I'm sorry, that came out of nowhere.
Don't die. I mean, the first
button I missed.
First period, was just rough whistle after rough whistle after rough whistle. It was one of there's a 5 and a 10 on Wisconsin's guy, 5-10 in a game, obviously. That was like 5 minutes into the game. So we go on the power play there, and that's where I believe we got our first goal.
Our first goal was technically on the 5-on-3.
Yeah, the first goal, and then whatever 2 minutes later, another guy goes to the box for cross-checking. And that's where we get the first goal. Luigi gets his second of the weekend, second of the year. Zetterberg and Tristan again getting assists on that. So Tristan, getting up there in assists already, which is nice to see. And then, they're not even 5 minutes later on the power play again. Charlie Lurie gets his second of the year, assisted by Evan Murr and Reed Morick. So, power plays bumping. There's definitely some power plays that weren't as pretty as those ones, but the power play can do its thing, which is that we're not seeing it.
The power play in the
terrible.
third period looked atrocious.
Yeah, that one
But,
they could not.
Like, as I tweeted out, I was like,
anything going.
yeah, I know we have 2 power play goals today, but like the rest of it has not looked great.
Yeah, so it's
Even the 2
it's
goals
doing
kind of-
it's doing numbers, but there's definitely still some room for improvement there.
Mhm.
Quinn Finley scores in the second period, and Simon Tassi unfortunately gets his revenge on Mankato for Wisconsin in the second period as well, make things 2-2. That's how it's sad the rest of the game. Lots of penalties. There's obviously there's 2 5 and a 10s for one for each team in the third period. Obviously, we talked to Cichosz about his odd play. I think he said he's like, I didn't even feel my knee hit him. It was like I felt like we clipped skates and he kind of moved. And
I don't now that we know that he's okay. The Oscar goes to Finley.
Yeah,
but he did not put weight on his foot at all. I get you can be scared you're hurt, but then there's no way you can do that and then come back 3 minutes later. I know I don't want to like make fun of anyone for getting hurt, but now that we know he's not, what are we doing? Like
I'll give him a little bit of grace I'll throw him a bone and say that maybe the training staff was like, dude, just don't even put any weight on it until we can take a look at it. That's the only thing I'll give him. But the way he went off the ice, it was like the only thing that was holding his leg together was his sock. Yeah. And then to have him come out before the major, like halfway through the major, he comes skating back on the ice and everybody loses their minds. I was like, what are you doing here? This isn't soccer.
Yeah. Well, he was just flailing around on the ground, just looking like a complete pussy.
Like I said, I'm not making fun of the kid for like those knee-on-knee injuries. Those hurt.
Those can be very bad.
Can be very painful. And so I get why you're laying down. Like you don't want to stand up and snap something or you know. But the way he was acting, there's no way you should come back into that game.
Yeah. And then with 10 minutes left in the third, Grady Deering on Wisconsin gets a 5 and a 10 for 5-10 in a game for contact to the head. So we go on the power play there. That's kind of the one that we just talked about that was struggling. So,
PK looked pretty good though.
Yeah, got a lot of practice.
I will give him that. Did we get scored on the power play at all?
No. All their goals were even strength.
So yeah, PK looked good this week and needed to be.
Yeah. Well, and even Finley's goal, like they caught him coming out of the box after he served his. Like that was just luck. Like I don't know if they even could have got over there in time. It was just a great play by Wisconsin to set that up.
Yep. Yeah. So
which is why what were we talking about the other day, Big Bag? Where like they sent one of their best players to serve the penalty.
Yeah, Kukkonen.
Yeah.
Well, what's his deal this year? I wasn't expecting to see him serve
I think it was for that reason. They're not going to let him PK, so might as well, if we have the puck, try to set something up.
I guess
out of the box or something.
Usually your best players are part of your PK though, but yeah,
not Kyle,
not Kukkonen. There it is.
Well, he didn't do anything this weekend, did he?
I didn't even know if he didn't serve that penalty, I would have forgot he was on that team.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He had no points this weekend.
No, yeah, like
two shots Friday.
If he didn't serve that penalty, he
had 4 shots on Thursday. He had 6 shots on the weekend.
Did he?
Really?
He pulled a Colin. Took 6 shots. Except for the Malort. He didn't take a shot of the Malort. Sally. It was free, too. Poured it out on the ground.
But yeah, I mean, you guys got anything more on the weekend as a whole? I mean, obviously, I think everyone probably wants to know what we think. I mean, yeah, 2 ties, not as good as 2 wins. Obviously, it's also not 2 losses. I mean, personally, I would have liked to obviously see us get something out of one of the nights, but we're going to talk about standings here in a second, other scores. But
I think if 2 ties or a split's better.
Yeah, I like point wise, I don't really understand what would be more beneficial if losing one game was better than winning the other outright. But yeah, that would be a weird one to look at. I mean, obviously going to Wisconsin, we wanted to beat Hastings, we wanted to beat all the guys that went with them. That part of it kind of stinks. But I mean, we do have a second shot of them next year. They are coming to Mankato, so that's going to be even cooler because our town will actually care about it. So,
yeah, like if we're from a fan's perspective, 2 ties is fine because getting a sweep at Wisconsin in a town where they didn't even care we were there to play, it would have taken some of the fun out of it to sweep them in Madison. So if there's going to be a sweep, let's save it for next year when they come to Mankato, and then the roof will come off.
Yes, that place will be electric. So I don't know. I mean, we can talk about it more next year, but what should Maverick Nation do when Hastings is announced as the coach at Wisconsin?
We don't
cheer, boo. What are your?
I think we do nothing. I just think we leave it silent.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That'll make him uncomfortable.
What do you think, Big Bag? That'll make him.
I've said it a million times, and I'll continue to say I don't think Hastings should be booed. I don't have a problem with Hastings.
I don't think we should. I don't think we should boo him. Otherwise, we either cheer or leave it silent. But no one's going to do silence. Let's just cheer. Because
like you can get after it against the Badger players, especially the ones that left.
He brought us to the national championship. And I'm telling you right now,
he built the program.
I'm telling you guys right now, if any of us were in that position, I'm sure we would have done the same thing. As much as we give him shit, I would have done the same thing.
He had 1 box to check off at Mankato. He did everything else a coach can do. At Mankato. He had 1 box left to check, and he was 20 minutes away from checking that box. Like, I have 0 issues with Hastings. I would have no problem if we cheered him when he came back. But the weekend itself is just going to be insane. Like, it was funny because Colin and I like turned into grumpy old men Saturday because we had both just like halfway through the game, we were like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take it. Let's just get on the bus and go home. And some of the guys there were like getting chants going at Hastings, and we were just like, stop, just don't. We were just like these 2 crabby old men sitting 3 rows behind these young kids.
Big Bag looks at me and goes, funny. I've given everything I could give this week. Like this week, man, I'm tired. He goes, whatever I had left to give, I gave it at Wando's. And I'm like, I like the second period for me was probably the longest period of my life. I'm like, oh my God. And then I saw my Coors Light on the floor that I forgot I had, looked at that thing, slammed it. The third period was awesome. And then, like the shootout, I'm just like, holy fuck, guys. Like, let's just end this. Like, I'm tired.
This is the worst part for me on
3
Thursday,
minutes on the floor.
Having to drive back after the Thursday game. I'm like, oh, of course it's going to go to a fucking shootout. Have to be here even longer. So, but yeah, I mean, all things considered, there's, clear positives from the weekend. There's some, I think we looked much better than we did, especially on the first game against Omaha. So that's really all you can ask for in that aspect of things. So, I mean,
going back to what you said earlier about whether you'd rather have a split and a tie, and maybe this is a segue into the next topic, but what would you have rather had, 2 ties or what St. Thomas did, where they just absolutely house somebody one night and get housed the next? Like, what would you rather pick?
I would rather
ties.
Yeah, I mean, because then it's
right?
like it's
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, like because I look at it, it's like, okay, let's say if we beat Wisconsin 7-2 on Thursday, and then they came back and beat us 6-4 on the next night, or maybe even larger margin, like 7-2 the other way. It kind of makes it seem like one of those nights was fluky, where 2 ties is like, okay,
I can tell you which night for them was solidified.
We are a solidified top 20 program. So is Wisconsin, and we tie. Like, it seems like it's a consistency thing, I guess. Which is
what is St. Thomas technically like 19 or something?
What's that?
St. Thomas is like ranked 19, aren't they?
No, they dropped out of the rankings last week after their loss to North Dakota.
So them being close to ranked and losing to an Air Force team, no matter how bad you beat them the night before, that loss then looks even worse because you guys are like, you beat them 11-2. You guys should at least be able to beat them the next night.
First, at least. Yeah.
So I think the loss on Saturday looks really bad. Like, really, I remember looking at that. I was like, oh my God, they're chirping. Like, their team's like, we broke our NCAA record. And then you guys just get shit pumped the next night. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even streamed.
No,
couldn't
there's
even
no
watch
stream,
it.
but that was at Air Force, wasn't it?
Weren't they both?
Well,
Or was
yeah,
it-
they were both. And so I don't know if this is true, and I'm not going to get political, but people are saying that it wasn't streamed because of the government shutdown. Is there any truth to that? So because it's like
I think they're
it was
just
at Air
clowning
Force and like their
online.
workers weren't.
Oh
Like,
shit, that could
totally
be
could have
actually
been.
possible.
I think Greece tweeted something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
And
I
that
no
could just be
longer believe
Greece being
anything that
Greece,
guy said.
but-
No.
Well, it was Greece and a couple other people. And so I was like, okay, maybe there's something to this. That could be just complete Twitter bullshit.
Probably just Twitter
It'd be kind of
bullshit.
funny if it was.
I don't think the Air Force hockey broadcast team was on the list of people they were targeting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are just students. So no.
So yeah, I don't know, but that was interesting. But yeah, let's look at some other scores too while we're on the topic here. Just looking around the CCHA, Ferris State on Friday. Ferris State beats Simon Fraser University from British Columbia. I'm assuming that's just, obviously kind of one of their exhibition games. Beat them 3-2. Lake State takes on the United States National Development Program. They beat them 6-2. Obviously, Wisco and Mavericks tie. Bowling Green beats the University of Windsor from Ontario 6-3. Where are we? Northern Michigan loses to Colorado College, tight one, 2-1. Definitely some tighter
In
scores
overtime,
from
right?
Northern. Yeah, that was overtime actually. So some tighter results coming out of Northern than I would have thought. Bemidji falling to Minnesota Duluth 3-7. Augustana beating Arizona State. I think they had to rally. Is that the game they had to rally back? They were down and they had to come back and they beat them 4-2.
I think so.
Like we just talked about, St. Thomas beating Air Force 11-2, and then Michigan Tech beating Alaska
So-
Fairbanks only to 3-1. So
I've been like joking about Bemidji finishing 9th, and then I watched some of that game on Saturday, and
You're
not
pretty
joking.
serious.
I'm not
I
joking.
don't think you've ever been
you're
joking.
telling us you were joking.
Or like I'm not like joking, but like I've been like saying
Yeah,
it kind of
yeah.
as
Yeah.
like the joking way. I'm actually so serious now after watching this that Bemidji's gonna finish 9th.
Yeah,
They
no, I
can't
agree.
score. Their goalie let up their stud CHL goalie let up 6 goals on 15 shots.
Yeah,
And then they have Rathan Robbins as their backup. Like
Oh, thank
we saw
God.
him for 5 minutes and pumped in 6 goals on him. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about Bemidji this year. And NMU is putting up fights against teams that in like the NCHC.
yeah.
And Ferris State isn't like Ferris State beat Western Michigan.
Yep.
Like I'm so serious now about Bemidji actually finishing 9th.
No,
They look
I don't think you're far
terrible.
off.
And it's going to be a race between us, St. Thomas, Augustana, and Tech for home ice.
How about Lindenwood beating Denver? 4-3.
Especially after losing their
Yeah.
coach, they've had a pretty good year. How
Yeah,
about Miami
well-
being 4-0?
Well,
Yeah.
there's been some rumblings. I don't know if there's any traction there, but there's been some rumblings about Lindenwood joining the CCHA. No,
Oh, I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that. I hope not, because I don't. There either needs to be 2 teams that join, because I don't like 9. I like 8 or 10.
right?
I don't. But also,
If-
the whole reason we left the WCHA is because we had 3 teams that were terrible, and we wanted to downsize. So I think we should just stick with our 8 after St. Thomas leaves. But obviously, I don't make any of the decisions or anything.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I'm totally with you on like not having an odd number. I just thought I saw somewhere, and I mean geographically it makes sense. It's a short. I mean, it's right straight down 35 down into
Right.
Missouri, right? Aren't they a Missouri base?
I think that's
I
right.
could not tell you.
Wait, no.
Not a fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting. I guess. I think there's going to have to be some pretty big league reformation here in the next couple of years anyway. So, that's been talked about at length on other shows and stuff. But yeah, I mean it's very possible. And I guess scores on Saturday here quickly too. Lake State finishes off the sweep of Simon Fraser, beats them 3-2. Northern Michigan losing to Colorado 2-5. Augustana finishing the sweep of Arizona State. Pretty big one for the CCHA and pairwise there. MP, I guess it is now. Augustana beating them 5-2, which is nice. Bemidji losing to Minnesota Duluth 5-1. There you go, Jets.
Nice.
Fair State Fair State beating the development program 5-0. St. Thomas falling to the Air Force the next night 2-6. It's kind of funny. The like article title on the side here is men's hockey cools off with loss at Air Force. Michigan Tech losing to University of Alaska Fairbanks 5-1. That's probably one of the bigger interesting scores to take note on for the weekend in terms of where we think things are at. So a lot of inconsistency right now, and I mean
that's the problem with the CCHA is inconsistency among.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the league.
Yeah,
I feel like that's across the country. Like I
no, for sure.
It's been a very weird year, yeah.
But there's parity across the country, but like player talent wise, obviously the Big Ten and Hockey East are getting these big time players, but it just seems like what it's doing is forcing the rock solid, definitely D1 worthy college hockey players who weren't getting their shots there down to these smaller schools, and they're forming these teams of kids with chips on their shoulders, and they're getting after it after some of these teams that are just there to play college hockey for a year or two before they go pro. And you're starting to see teams that are beating these high caliber teams because do they want it more? Is it just more of a more solid team rather than 2 first-round draft picks who are just going to put up 40 points and move on? Like, it's very interesting to me.
Huh. Yeah, college hockey's all over the map right now. So it's
is that good or bad?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. It's fun as a fan.
But, yeah, no, it's super interesting. I mean, you never know. Like anyone can beat anyone on any given night. And that's kind of what everyone's been saying. I wanted to take a quick look. Obviously, there's no CCHA standings to look at, and national rankings are, like Jut said, don't really matter until like January anyway.
Week 5.
But week 5. But taking a look at this, Minnesota State is on the number 1 line on the MPI ranking system that is coming into fruition this year. So Miami's right behind us. Wisconsin.
It's just like the chip thing. I was going to say here.
No,
where Big Bang hypes it up and then they fix it, and it's just like
CHN will take care of this real quick.
If you guys look at if we look at line number 2, something doesn't really add up.
I mean, they're 4-0 against. I mean, decent.
Yeah, but
opponents.
They were 3, I guess, last. You know what I mean? But no, I'm just saying.
I know, but that's why.
I just don't want us to get chipped again, where we hype this up and then it changes and it's just so bad.
Yeah, it's always surprising in October.
But this replaced Perry-Wise?
Yeah, it's just it's a different algorithm or formula or whatever the way they do things.
So it's a different AI model.
I don't know if it's AI, but yeah, I guess
it's AI.
CHN can't stand looking at Minnesota State as
Minnesota
number 1.
State,
So
they hate it. Yeah,
they'll throw in some other factors to push us down a little bit.
They're like ties count as negative points. Then we're at we're 64th.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Connecticut will go from 10 to 1 somehow.
Did the Connecticut sweep Ohio State?
No,
I don't think I think they split.
Okay, baller.
Yeah,
I'm a big Ohio State guy this year.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys say? Should we throw it over to the interview for the week? We got anything more on stuff before we want to talk RPI?
No,
let's do it.
Good. Thanks for asking.
I'm stuffed. Thanks. It is time for this week's interview, brought to you by Maverick Sports Grill, located on Front Street. Mavericks is just a short walk away from the Mayo, making it the perfect spot for pregame meal and drink. With penalty box booths, more Maverick memorabilia than the Buck store, fantastic food, a mini jumbotron, and a wide variety of drinks. You will feel right at home as a member of the Mav fam. Be sure to stop in next time you're hanging out downtown Mankato. Let's throw it over to this week's guest. All right, now joining the show, the Chattin Mavericks podcast, his second appearance on the show, a prevalent Maverick blue liner, Campbell Cichosz. Campbell, what's going on, Soupy? How are you?
Hey, good. Thanks for having me again. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Big Bag. I'm gonna let you start things off. You go for it.
Well, let's kick it off right away. How was the weekend for you guys? How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, it was actually, for a Big Ten weekend, it was pretty darn physical. Like, I remember last year, First weekend we played Michigan and felt like I got hit maybe 3 times through 2 games. And, this weekend I felt like every time I went to a puck I was getting smoked. So I think the boys, battled through it. It was a physical weekend, and I honestly think our group got better. I know maybe not the result we wanted with 2 ties, especially with some leads in the game, but we grew as a group. I think breakouts offensively, defensively, that kind of thing. So it was overall, I think it was pretty good.
You got stung pretty good in one of those games, right? Did you take? You took a
Dude,
couple.
Friday had the worst shift of my life, dude. Like
yeah.
I don't know what happened. Like they rimmed the puck around, and like I shoulder checked, saw that like I just had to get it past the one guy just for us to get out of our own end, and chipped it by, and this guy didn't care about the puck, just ran me over. It's like 6'4". I was like, right on, dude. Thumbs up.
Hell
and then we broke it out. We came back in our zone. I like tripped over the net or something, dude, and slammed my elbow on the ice so hard, like my elbow pad slid down. And then me and Wheels got stuck on our own end for like a minute and a half. It was just a terrible trip.
I know exactly what shift you're talking about. Like these boys gotta be gassed. Well, then you ate one like right on the chest too, didn't you, on Friday?
Yeah, I think Wheels ate 2 in that shift, broke his stick, so he's using Lemmy's, looks like a knee hockey stick in his hands. And I was like standing in the net front, like so gassed. My elbow like felt like it was like broken, and we got through it. But it's just those suck when you're just stuck at the net.
Yeah,
it's been about 10. I was looking over your historical for the team, and it looks like it's been about 10 years since you guys had 2 ties in a weekend or in a series. Does that? I mean, are you looking at more than the score? I mean, obviously you'd like to come out with wins, but does tying both games have an effect on you guys?
No, I don't really think so. I think if you just focus, how good you are just based on results, I think that can be kind of misleading at times.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first Omaha game when we lost 6-2, like obviously that should never happen, but we outshot them 49 to 23 or something, and then we outchanced them grade A's like 21-8. And the mistakes we made in that game were just really big. So I think in terms of the Wisconsin series with 2 ties, I think they're a really good team. I think they're gonna do well this year, and I think they'll help us. But I mean, like I said, we had leads in both those games, and obviously you want to win when you have leads. But I think just learning from those mistakes, and like I said, I really think we grew as a group, like got tighter as a group, and just being in those situations late in games, I think is really good for like teams to experience that pressure, especially on the road, and just help us grow in that way. So I mean, obviously, like I said, you want to get some wins, and every game we're playing to win. But that's hockey sometimes, right?
That's hockey. Yeah.
Is that something? Sorry.
No, go for it.
No, go for it.
Is that something that you guys as like a leadership group need to communicate to the team, or does the team kind of get it?
In terms of what?
In terms of like not looking at it by the outcome and just kind of realizing what you guys accomplished as a team.
Yeah, I think Strand does a really good job at that. He's always been that way since he's gotten here. Like we'll lose some games, but like he sees deeper than that. I think he's all about growth, and like we want to win those games at the end of the year, right? The most important ones. Whatever that takes to grow as a group. Now, if that's 2 ties, right? I mean, it's going to be worth it. So I think, between the leadership group and Strand and, the coaching staff, I think we do a pretty good job of just helping guys understand that, it's more important than the result, maybe just growing as a group that weekend or whatever it took. Like I felt like our wings like developed so much this weekend because their D were pinching the whole weekend, given that pressure. And you could tell from Thursday to Friday night how much better they got at winning that battle and placing a puck behind them so we could go get that and get out of our zone. So I think like little things like that and just developing as a group was important for us.
Awesome.
Yeah. On the weekend, I mean, obviously I have a couple questions, but I wanted to start by asking, what was it like going up against the old coaching staff or, kind of the guys that were there? And was anyone saying hi to anyone pregame? What was that whole kind of like? Because obviously there's a lot of anticipation and storylines going into the weekend with that whole deal.
Yeah, for sure. Friday before morning skate, me, Trace, and Wheels ran to Nodder, so it was good to chat with him a bit before that. I mean, at the end of the day, like the hockey world is so tight knit, and like I just feel like people, coaches, teammates, whatever, like it's past hockey game. Like you guys are brothers for life, and can lean on each other. I can reach out to them, I'm sure, for anything friend is struggling in life. So it's good to run to him and just kind of catch up a little bit, how his family's doing, how he's like in Wisconsin, that kind of thing. But when it comes to game time, like, I don't think we didn't chat with Tass and Fitz much until after the game Friday.
Didn't
Like,
look
it was
like
kind
it.
of go time. Yeah, I didn't have time to chat, but I mean, that's just like, I don't think they did either, though. That's just like that competitive edge, I feel like, that high level athletes have.
Yeah.
But after the game, like, it was really good to catch up with those guys, talk to Hasty briefly. But I mean, like I said, it's just, you develop such good relationships with people, especially through the recruiting process with Hasty and Notter, and just like being teammates with people for 1 year, you just develop such a good relationship. So it's always good to catch up and see how those guys are doing. But
and last one before I throw it to you, Juts. I mean, a lot of I think Big Bag's viral once again for posting the clip on Twitter about the fan attendance. But was that weird playing in such a big barn with so few people there? I mean, obviously it got loud at points, but I mean, was that just kind of an odd thing to walk into for you guys at all?
Yeah, we showed up for Wednesday night and dropped our gear off. We're like, damn, this rink is massive, dude.
It's nuts.
Like when you're out on the ice, like you're just playing, you can't even see the third bowl because it's so far up there.
Yeah.
But like Thursday, yeah, it was weird. Like going out for warm-ups, it was like just empty, and it's tough. Kind of like bring your own energy, like within our group, like kind of on the bench and that kind of thing. But I thought Friday night was better. Their student section was loud, which is always fun, right? Having that.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's got to be hard, right? Like they don't really run like sports on that campus like football does, right? I think that's what's like so unique about Mankato is we have like that, not that presence, but like our rink is smaller, but we pack it and it's so fun. Like the atmosphere is just so much better, right?
Yeah.
But it was loud, man. Like when I got booted, like I got booed pretty hard there.
Yeah,
I was rattled.
I was gonna say.
I was like, damn, like I haven't got booed that hard, I think, other than North Dakota when we played there my sophomore year. That was loud. But yeah, it got loud enough, I think. But yeah, 100%. It's just different. We're in two different spots.
Yeah, no, it was kind of odd for everyone. We ran into Scholl's parents before the game. Awesome to meet those guys. Shout out to them. But we ran into them. We're like, yeah, it's when he was here, it's hockey's like number 5 on the pecking order here. It's football, it's volleyball, it's
I was gonna say
we kept asking people, like we were at Wando's, like 0.2 blocks from the arena, and we're like, "Are you going to the game tonight?" They're like, "There's a hockey game tonight." We're like, you don't even know that there's a hockey game going on. So that was weird. That was definitely like the thing we took away most from that is like that we thought like when we were going that the arena was going to be packed, that it would, but like it was probably like the least fun I've had in an opposing arena just because like they didn't care, like they didn't bring the energy. It just seemed lame for me, at least.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it definitely was weird, especially like it's 2 top 20 teams too. Like hockey wise, and I was talking to Fitzy and Tass after the games, and they kind of said like when they play Minnesota, it's pretty nasty, like it's pretty packed, like that kind of game. But they say other than that, like they pack it 2 or 3 times a year, like to that extent. They said otherwise it's kind of like that, which I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't play
the wall was closed all week. Like they weren't even.
I'd take what we got in Mankato over that any day of the week. That's and any day of the week, twice on Sundays. So, Juts, what do you got? What do you got for a question?
So I wasn't gonna bring it up, but since you brought it up, what goes through your head and like what do you do right after you get booted from a game? Like what are you doing? Are you like showering? Or are you just like watching the game on the TV?
No, I got booted walking down the hallway. I think there's a security guard like right outside our locker room. I was just in the locker room just crashing out, like saying some bad words. Stick didn't make it through the weekend. But it was kind of awkward. Like I got done, showered up, and I'm walking out, and like the security guard kind of gave me that look. He's like, "Are you okay, man?" Like I was just like in there, like just being a psychopath. But yeah, no, I walked down the tunnel, did my stuff, showered up, and I went up and sat with some of the boys that weren't playing and finished the game. But yeah, it was kind of funny. That guy looked like he's like saw something that he shouldn't have or something. He was kind of scared.
Where were the boys sitting? Because we thought we saw them, but they could have been. Were they like 210 or something? Like in row 210?
Yeah, 225, I think they were sitting
Okay, so
Friday
that would have
night.
been their players, Big Bag. It would have been on the other side.
Wasn't that right? They were behind the net, second level behind the net.
Second level, kind of. I mean, it was in the Wisconsin end of the shootout to the
So other end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Other
okay.
end. Got it.
So that must have been Badger guys. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you just kind of brought up shootout, but I mean, is it kind of weird going into a shootout that like technically doesn't really matter? It's just kind of for fun. Like, is that like a weird mindset for you guys kind of going into it? How does that kind of work on the bench? Because it's just kind of odd for everyone, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like we're just so competitive. I think
Yeah.
like you guys know Trace too. He's one of the most
yeah.
competitive spirits out there.
Oh,
Like we
yeah.
want to win anything you do, man. Like I don't care
Yo.
if it counts or not. Like every single guy on that bench, including Trace and the net, wanted to win both nights. Obviously, it didn't happen, but I don't know. It's so tough. It's like in Tech at the Winter Carnival
Yeah.
2 years ago, and we won Saturday night, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do a shootout for the Winter Carnival. Like, dude, we just won, and we lose in the shootout. We're like, but then at that point, we're like, who cares, right? We got our win, got our points. Let's get out of here, man. Like,
Right.
but no, when we're in a spot like that, I think everyone on our team's competitive enough. We're like, we want to win this thing.
Was it kind of weird that there's like a 5-minute goal review in the middle of a shootout?
Yeah,
Like,
we're sitting up there trying to like find the rules on it, like what the rule was or whatever. But I still don't know if Lemmy kicked that or
I don't
I
think
don't
he
know.
did. I never
Yeah,
saw
it's-
it. Like, it
Didn't think he was
seem
anywhere
he
near
did.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see a camera angle where on TV where it looked like it hit his skate. Like
Yeah.
like they showed a couple of them like there was nowhere near his skate and the puck never stopped moving. So it's like
Yeah, it's just
I don't know, like I'm not a ref,
the
but
way of the road, man. It's just like one of those uncontrollable things. You know, the refs, they're gonna do what they do.
yeah,
The reffing is like one of the hardest jobs in the world too, man. Like
for sure.
no matter what, you're wrong, right? One side's gonna see it one way, one side's gonna see it the other way. So I got to give those guys a little praise, but at the same time, like I get fired up at them sometimes too. So I can see both sides of it. But
That kind of leads me into a quick question before I throw it to Big Bag. Obviously, you got some leadership responsibility now on the ice. How does interacting with the refs for you? I mean, how has that changed? What have you tried to implement anything different into your game in that aspect?
I think it's just developing relationships with the refs because around here we have the same guys most nights.
Right.
You're gonna run to the same head refs. So I think like developing a good relationship with them to the point where they respect you enough when you go up and talk to them and kind of you can say things to them without them, saying screw off or whatever that is. And I think it's just each ref I think is a little different. Like just having a conversation with them before the game, like, hey, you gonna let us go tonight? Can we be firm, or is it gonna be you're gonna call this tight, like horizontal sticks? You're gonna be calling trips, cross checks, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Vertical, sorry, but so just developing that relationship with the refs I think is important, and just letting them know like if they have any issues with our team, just come to one of us and let us know. We can take care of it. So it doesn't have to go back, to the box or anything like that. So
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you got, Big Bag?
Well, just on the heels of that, when you're skating up to the ref, are you telling yourself like, okay, Soup, like be cool, be calm, be polite, or are you just like, I'm going to give this guy a piece of my mind?
I think it depends on the situation, right? But I mean, the best way to go at it's right, cool, calm, collected. But I remember in junior, dude, I was a captain in Anchorage, and I think refs hated me, man. I would give it to them like every night. Like I was just so bad about it. And maturing over my 4 years here and seeing how prior captains to me kind of go about it, I've learned that that's not maybe the best way to do it. So I think, just learning from those guys and then just trying to be cool, calm, collected. Like I said, their job is so tough, man. Like hockey's such a fast sport, and especially at our level, like we're flying around out there pretty quick and stuff happens fast. So trying to understand the game from their perspective a little bit, I think has helped me. But
Yeah,
sure.
that makes sense.
But changing gears a little bit, your sister is a freshman on the women's team this year. How has that been for you? And how's that relationship going? You guys kind of sit down and talk chalk talk, or do you guys just shoot the shit?
I don't know. I think it's different because, when I played here and she played in high school, I kind of had that, like I played a little higher level maybe, and I can talk to her and try to teach her that kind of thing. But now that she's here and playing at, the same level as me, I just kind of feel like just let her kind of go on her own page and, learn from her coaching staff and just let her develop and, learn the ins and outs of college hockey and that kind of thing. Like we talk about hockey and stuff, but it's more just checking in. Hey, how you doing? How are the games this weekend? It's kind of funny. Like, hey, mom and dad are coming this weekend. Like, you want to go out to dinner? That kind of thing. So,
Sure.
I mean, we talk here and there. I honestly don't see her too much around the rink. I see her here and there, but she's kind of on her own page. She's pretty independent, like driven. So, I mean, she doesn't need much from me, but
Yeah. That's probably a good thing that you guys aren't at the facility together, because you could easily slip into like brother sister mode and fight over the last bagel or the Xbox remote or something.
Yeah, no, we've had our fair share of scraps at home, so I think we're through that. But
so how does the family
knee hockey? A lot of knee hockey growing up.
We didn't play that much. Me and my younger brother played quite a bit, but Mika was never too into it.
Got it.
How does the family dynamic work for like away games? Do they draw straws? Like, how do they figure that out?
Yeah, I think it's just depends on the weekend. Like, it was kind of funny. My parents went on like a huge road trip. They came to Wisco for Thursday, Friday, and then Friday night went to the Dells and then traveled and saw her play in Duluth on Saturday. So they're kind of some big time, hockey super fans. So, I appreciate that so much. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of nice. Like after I got booted, I had my family there. It's because it sucks, right? Like I didn't want to put my team in such a bad spot, and I was obviously frustrated with myself for doing that. But it was just, your family's your biggest support system, so it was nice to have them there and be able to chat with them after the game. And I think it's the same way for my sister. Like, whether she has a good game or a bad game, it's always good to see your parents. So I mean, they're biggest support system, but. I don't know. It's going to be tough for them. There'll probably be some long days when we both play at home, like be at the rink from 2 to, 10 or whatever, whenever we get done. So,
you have to build them a suite or something there.
Get them something.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's incredible. Juts, what do you got?
Yeah, so flipping the switch here, what are you guys looking forward to this weekend? What is coaches showing you? I don't know if you really started looking at RPI, but what can we expect from them this weekend? And with Luch coming back.
Luciano. I think we haven't dived too much into RPI yet. Obviously, we're going to practice this week, but I think just for us is always just trying to focus on, us and what we do every week and just trying to get our routine dialed in and things like that. Obviously, we'll do special teams this week, a little pre-scout, that kind of thing. But I think just focusing on how good we can be as our group, right? How can we develop? How can we be our best group? So it doesn't matter the opponent we play. We can go out there and be confident that we can come out on the right side of the game. So I think we're just going to work through that this week, and whatever comes on Friday and Saturday. I'm pumped to see Luch. I lived with him for a year and a half, 2 years, and he's a good dude. So I'm excited to run into him. But
we're pumped he's back too. He had the best Chattin Mavericks bump moment in podcast history last year.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
two first period goals.
93 this year. That's his number. So
he's 93.
Really?
No, I don't know what he was thinking.
Does DeBrincat wear 93 on the Red Wings?
DeBrincat does, yeah. I don't know what he was thinking, but
especially in college, I feel like you don't see a ton of super height. I guess.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
That's funny.
93.
At least it wasn't 99, right?
Yeah. Just Pitter. Pitter was the highest number I've seen.
72.
What was he? Yeah. 70 something. Yeah, I'm trying to
remember. 72.
Yeah. I haven't seen one higher than Pitter in a while.
Yeah.
When I came in, you couldn't even.
Snuggerud was like 90 something.
He was 81, I think. But you couldn't. When I came in, you couldn't have anything over like 20, 27, 28.
Really?
No one was wearing 29. Like you're not wearing Drydo's number. That's just.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
Not doing that.
Yeah, it just can't happen. But
I wonder if they're going to retire that number.
I mean,
I could see that.
Got to think about it, I think.
Yeah. It's got to be discussed at some point.
Got to be discussed at some point for sure.
Yeah. Big Bag, you got one?
Well, kind of on the earlier topic of how you lead the team. We were talking about the ties and how that's how you communicate with the team and move things forward. Additionally to that, essentially being a captain in college hockey, you're basically a captain of captains. I mean, almost everybody on the team, if not everybody on the team, has been a captain either in high school or in juniors. how do you approach that dynamic? Like, does it sometimes feel like you're preaching to the choir, or is it just kind of come naturally? Or I've never been a captain of anything. I've never led anybody.
We can make you captain, Big Bag.
Hard pass.
No, I think it's like you said, we have a group full of leaders, guys that have wore letters, I'm sure, at some point in their hockey career. But like I said, it's an honor to have a letter on this team, but I think it means something. Like, you talk to the refs, I guess, but it doesn't really mean much. I think you just kind of got to go about it, kind of be who you've been, be that consistent person that these people voted for, right?
Right.
And I think the guys respect the leadership group enough to listen, when someone's saying something, but at the same time, like, we really encourage, I think, everyone to step up when there's something to be said. I think if you're a freshman, junior, whatever, sophomore, senior, it doesn't matter. I think you can step up and say what needs to be said. And I think there's enough respect in the room where whoever's speaking, like, guys will listen. So I think that's really important. I think that's what's special about this group is, like, we have a leadership group, but really we have a group just full of leaders all around the locker room. And, all the older guys, Trace is unbelievable. He's a leader without a letter. I mean, he's just an unbelievable speaker. And when he talks, people listen. And I don't know. I just feel like our group is, a group full of leaders, and it's a special group. So I think whenever anyone's speaking, everyone's listening. But
Sure.
Yeah, kind of on the heels of that question too. I mean, with what is it, 17 new guys on the team? I mean, what has it kind of been like getting to know everyone? I mean, it's kind of a cliche question to ask right now, but it's obviously quite the adjustment from last year. I mean, how's that gone? Now that we're a couple weeks into the season here.
Yeah, our summer is so huge for us. 17 new guys, like that 8 weeks we spend together, like just grinding 5 days a week is so important. Just hanging out with each other after lifts and after skates, I think, is awesome. But in terms of season, it's been good. Like, guys this year have grasped, like, our systems way faster than past years. Like, obviously, some guys might struggle a little more than others, but, like, as a group, I feel like systematically, like, we're pretty dialed into what we're doing. Omaha, like I said, the first game, we just had some really big breakdowns, but the second games and these last two, like, we've kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Obviously, we're still working out some kinks, but I just think the 17 new guys have been unbelievable. Like, the staff did such a good job recruiting good hockey players, but also good humans. Like, these guys are just such good dudes, man. And it makes me, like, excited to come to the rink every day and see my buddies. Like, it's awesome.
That's good to hear. It's awesome. Juts, you got one?
So a couple people at the games were asking, like, I wonder what they're doing for the post-game awards. There hasn't been videos yet this year, so I don't know if you want to if you could fill the people in on what we're doing this year.
Yeah, we got the horns still. It's like the purple bucket with the horns, and then we got the Savage vest. We started that last year, I believe. Jeremy Clifton, it was his first vest, so we still got that going. But we actually retired the hammer, which is I hate to see it, man. It was tough. It was a tough decision. I mean, it kind of talked about as a decor, because it's kind of like that decor and goalies thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Savage is kind of in and the hammer's out, which is it's sad, see that go. But yeah, so
times are a changing.
So only 2 this year, huh?
Yep, just going to 2. I think 3 can maybe be a little much, but
okay, yeah,
is what it is.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you got, Chad?
Being the first adult ever to shoot a puck at me as a goalie, what does my future look like as a goalie?
Yeah.
What do I need to work on?
I was telling Cam, you got like Andre Vasilevsky, if he never played hockey a day in his life. Like, you look great in the net, and then you shoot it, and it's just you're not there. But I think it sounds like you got the work ethic. You should be fine if you spend some time with Cam here doing some goalie lessons. So
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Got it.
Get you on the ice with Eddie for a couple sessions. You'll be good.
Oh boy!
So why did you go right off Cam's face first shot?
Yeah, that was that didn't go off his face. That one just rose the blade a little bit. Just trying to get him into the game, kind of thing.
Wake up a little bit.
That was by the way, that was so sick. Like, you guys coming out to play at the pond.
That was nuts.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
so fun. Like just having you guys in there, having like just a couple of dudes on the bench that, you know, you guys aren't around that much. So it's good to just have you guys in with the group. And I mean, you
Yeah,
guys
no.
sat in there and just soaked pucks, man. So we appreciate you guys doing that.
Yeah, just there to get the guys' confidence up. That's what I kept telling Coach. So
You guys,
then-
there were some sick saves though too. You made one like behind, like dive in, like with your arm way out, and then yeah, it was great.
that one made. I was talking to Scott Nelson, and that one made like their montage video thing that they made
Yeah, I saw
after.
that.
Then immediately after that is me getting scored. I'm like, we could have just kept the first clip in and not done the second one. But no, that was a ton of fun. I was gassed. Obviously, it's we'll jump up from I think my last competitive game, kind of like that was back in the Big Nine. So,
Dude, that rink is like you step over that blue line. It's a grade A too. Like
yeah,
just constant like backdoor tap ins, like
yes,
curl and drag. Like it's terrible rink for a goalie, man.
Oh, I played there in college, did some beer league stuff there, and after the first game, it was 50 minutes, no stop, no whistles, and I went up to the dude. I'm like, me and the other goalie did. We're like, this is like torture. This is so bad, dude. So we got the rules changed a little bit there, but yeah, it's a fun place to play though. It's super quick. I mean, it keeps you on your toes. You don't need a super long game to make you feel tired. So.
Yeah, I don't know why it came to me. I just like. The other day I was sitting on the bench after practice. Me and a couple of boys kind of just sit on the bench and chat for a bit, drink some water, take a break, whatever. But
yeah,
I was just watching Seaver work and I was like, who would choose to do that, man? Like you're a psychopath to be a goalie. Like every day I get to like tie my skates, fly around out there, like be active. Like you don't get outside the blue much. Like I don't know. I feel like I'd lose my mind just sitting there the whole game and be counted on. And, I don't know. I was just like, it just dawned upon me. I've played hockey forever, but I was like, dude, what a brutal job. Like, these guys, like, it sucks. So I respect those guys so much. I'm always ripping them high too, so I don't think they like me too much. Like, my one tees are flying high. Like, I've had a couple of situations where, like, I'll shoot one in a game, like a small area game, and I'll catch Trace in the collarbone, and you just get that look from Strand, like you just know, like you did something, like you should. And like, it's just
speaking of psychopaths, he was the goalie in that overtime of scrimmage with no gear on, taking him off the shins. Like he's a nutball. Yeah,
yeah.
He's one guy like I would never like mess with, fight. Like I don't know, he's just got like a different like mindset, man. Most competitive dude I've ever met. Like there was earlier this year we did we're doing like a puck protection drill. Like it was just like you and another guy protect the puck and they blow the whistle. If you're the guy without the puck, you should start doing push-ups so you blow it again, whatever. Everyone pairs up. I'm skating around. There's nobody. I'm like, Strand, dude, we got an odd number. He's like, all right, let's go. Me and Strando, puck protect. He has a big ass, man. I had a tough time getting that puck back. The first rep, I was doing push-ups, and then the second one, I held on to it. But yeah,
nice.
I'm psychopath, maybe not the right word, but he like, I don't know. He's just got different mindset, I guess, for things.
I've seen some pictures of when you guys go out and you do the stuff in the community. I've seen some pictures online of he's playing goalie in the and obviously it's like a wiffle ball or whatever, but he's playing goalie in the thing. He's like laying out. He's got the form down. I mean, he's taking it seriously. It's pretty like let the kids score, coach.
He after skate, like he'll sit in the net and take our goalie's glove and blocker and let us fire him from the blue line. Like it's insane. And like we'll shoot it and he'll be like, no, shoot it harder. Like he's like, we're floating him in there and he's like, even he'll start chirping you and then you start wiring him and then it's just, I don't know. It's crazy, man. Like, I don't know.
It's nuts.
Hopefully Beisman doesn't listen to this because he'll shit a brick.
Coach has got to wear helmets now.
Coach got to wear a full cage.
Cut it. Oh man, well, you guys got anything more for Soupy here? Soupy, we obviously thank you for your time, so we want to make sure we get you on your way. But you good, Juts?
Yeah, I'm great.
What about you, Big Bag? You got one to send us home on?
No, I'm good. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, Perfect timing.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks,
yeah,
Gord.
Soupy, thanks for hopping on. We wish you the best of luck in the home opener. Well, we will be there, so it's gonna
Big
be
won't.
Appreciate you guys.
Loser.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, quick shout out to everyone that traveled. Like, it was so special having us come out for warm-ups and have kids along the glass and just seeing purple and gold and white, up in the stands. It's so special to us, man, and it means the world. Like,
Yeah.
to be on the road and in a Big Ten matchup and have fans there watching us play and kids asking for pucks over the glass, like, that's so special.
Yeah,
Like,
there was
that's
a good
just
amount of
testament
Mav
to our
fans.
community. But
Yeah,
it
that
was
was fun.
I just wanted to shout out anyone that traveled to Wisco. Is just thanks so much. It's awesome.
I'm sure people are gonna love to hear that. So awesome, man. Well, thank you, and best of luck this weekend.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, Maverick fans, that was Soupy. Always nice to talk with him. He's an awesome guy. So I guess it's always nice talking to all these guys, but he's been around. He's been a Maverick for a while now, and it's nice to see him get the letter on his chest, and he's obviously got the experience under his belt. So it was just awesome to catch up with him, and he's got a sister in town now, so the whole family will be over here quite a bit. Anyway, RPI is coming up, guys. Let's get into it. Our Fitness for 10 series preview, the return of Luciano Wilson to Mankato. Listen up, Maverick Nation. If you have been looking to start your fitness journey, lose weight, gain muscle, get stronger, or you just need a better gym, Fitness for 10 has everything you need. This two-story state-of-the-art fitness facility has every cardio machine, free weight, and fitness class you'll ever need. On top of that, you can relax and recover like a pro with hydro massage, red light therapy, and the tanning beds. This has been my personal gym of choice for over 5 years. I can personally attest how clean it is, the incredible vibe, everything you're looking for in gym. It's got it. It's indeed the coolest place in town for both college kids and local Mankatoians. Love saying that word every week now. If you if you don't know where to start, I got personal staff right there to help you out. So memberships start at just $10 a month. Comes with the name.
There soon.
It's
time.
Juts is gonna start his
the 12-ounce
weight loss
curls
journey.
haven't been cutting it. So
the 12-ounce curls haven't been cutting it. Perfect. So Juts, you can sign up online in under 5 minutes at fitnessfor10.mankato.com.
I'm gonna time it.
I'll see you there. And it sounds like time it and let us know. It sounds like you'll see me there, and sounds like you'll see Juts there here soon. So guys, RPI, I mean, obviously early in the season, really hard to do these previews when we don't have a lot to go on. But I mean, Bigger Bag, I'll throw it to you first. I mean, what are your kind of thoughts going into the weekend? It's going to be nice to be at home.
Yeah. I unfortunately will not be there this weekend. We have some sort of scrimmage fest thing up in Hibbing that I got to be at.
Such a cop out.
You know what?
All right. Have a kid, Juts. Maybe not, actually. Take that back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I will be there in spirit. It would be cool to see.
Seats.
Fine. It'll be great to have Luch back in the building.
If anyone boos Luch, I'm gonna be upset with you.
Yeah, he did say there's no place he'd rather be than Mankato in the interview.
I'm personally probably gonna boo him just for fun, but it's out of a place
turn there.
Biggest Chat Mavericks bump in podcast history. Can't downplay that.
No, I know it.
Yeah, Luch is the man. It'll be good to have him back. It looks like he's the team leader in points. There are 4 games, but off to a great start for the squad. So he's got 3 points, 3 assists in 4 games.
Yeah,
so it'll be cool to have him back. It'll be cool to. I mean, it looks like I don't want to be rude, but it looks like RPI may not be at the caliber of Wisconsin or Omaha. So maybe it'll give the Mavs offense an opportunity to get hot. Maybe hang some goals on them. So it should be a fun weekend. The home opener is always a blast.
Oh yeah.
It really bothers me that I'm missing it, but it's going to be a good time. Everybody's going to be so amped up. So it should be fun.
We'll FaceTime you or something. Like you just alluded to, Big Bag. They are 0 for season right now. How many losses is that? Or is they got 4 losses on the season, including 2 non-conference losses. I guess they're all non-conference, but there's an exhibition game they played against Boston to start the season. Lost 3-0, lost 3-5 and 5-0 to Miami, and lost 1-5 to Boston, and lost 1-5 to Providence. So definitely a little bit on the struggle bus to start the season is RPI. I mean, Juts, you got anything on the weekend? What are you looking at?
I'm just hoping that we can hang some numbers, get the power play rolling, get 5-on-5 scoring, just get us scoring going into CCHA, because ultimately, like we know with the CCHA, it doesn't really matter,
right?
Because we're going to end up just having to win the tournament anyway to make the tournament.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I think with we did, depending, it's really going to depend on how Omaha and Wisconsin do, and how we do in the Cactus Cup as well with those teams. But yeah,
obviously, if we lose a couple CCHA games, we're going to have to win the CCHA tournament to make the tournament. So we obviously got to start getting rolling for the CCHA.
Yeah.
RPI should be coming into town just in time to get us going. I'm expecting us to hang a number on them and then not lose the second game like St. Thomas did.
Yeah, and like we've been talking about the entire show. I mean, anyone in college hockey can beat anyone on any given night. So it's got to bring the A game, and got to make we got to make sure that I'm sure they're going to be ready all week. Obviously, they had a couple more days to rest, which is kind of nice. So after what sounded like is and looked like a pretty physical series in Wisco. So hopefully everyone is healthy and ready to go. But we'll find
hopefully
find
we
out.
can get
So
Somoza and Finner back.
Yeah. It sounds like Finner's just nursing something. I know it is unrelated to his previous injury, is all I'll say. So it sounds like he's just making sure he's good to go.
And then we don't really know what was going on with Ian, if he was scratched or hurt. Or I have to assume hurt, hopefully.
Yeah. So we'll watch for those guys to get back in the lineup, and hopefully they're ready to roll for the regular season here coming up. Let's just jump into it quickly before Big Bag's got to go. We got a few X questions here. Nick Mueller, concerns with the lack of scoring in the shootout or even strength. Shootouts do matter. Those extra points do help, especially in a one bid league. Well, I guess, Nick, if you're talking about pairwise numbers, the shootout doesn't matter. But yes, being good in a shootout is a good attribute in a sport where shootouts can determine the.
I'm not too worried about it. Well, we'll be fine. Their goalie was hot. Yeah,
very good insight.
We'll be good.
What about you, Big Bag?
We're just going to win in regulation.
Well, I mean, it's Hauser just looked on his game, and I've said before in other games you can't use that as an excuse. You still got to beat him, but I mean, just Tracy looked phenomenal too. It was just just the way it went that weekend. I'm not worried about it right now. Yeah.
No, for sure. Another one here from Derek Gorney. What's going on, Gorney? A couple observations. It doesn't look like we have the speed we've had in past seasons. Agreed, disagree. 5-on-5 looked like we struggled against Wisconsin, but the OT, especially the Friday, we dominated. Thoughts? Yeah, totally agree on the OT stuff. I mean, speed wise, I guess I haven't noticed it as much. I mean, what about you guys? Is that something you
I had mentioned it earlier that I thought maybe they just looked at a tad slower, but I mean,
I did say the game was kind of sleepy.
Maybe that's not their calling card. I don't really know. Everything we've talked about or heard from people, like speed wasn't really at the top of their list. It was stick skill is what we've been hearing in the off season. And, that can make up for being just a little bit slower. So we'll see what they got going forward.
I'm not worried about it. We'll be good. Mm-hmm. We dominated in other parts of the game. Not every team has to be the fastest. Some teams can be more physical. Physicality, if you can catch them, beats speed. If speed can't move, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can't get out of the way. Your legs are going to hurt. You're not going to move as fast. So I'm not too worried about it. We'll be good.
Agree. Reed Leonard, lots to like in two very competitive games in Madison. This team will be really good once they hit their rhythm, but they looked stout early on. Tracy, as usual, made some hard saves, looked nonchalant. Opening weekend at home will be electric. Let's enjoy some prize and 2 W's. Absolutely agree, Reed. Want to join the pod? Really, I like what we're hearing here. Tracy was phenomenal. Opening weekend's going to be a blast. I can't wait. I got some buddy. I should probably tell everyone to leave me alone after this wedding weekend. I can recover for a month, but I got some buddies coming to the game, so it's going to be exciting. yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it feels like we're spinning our tires a little bit, especially against that first game against Omaha, and I feel like they're really starting to get some traction. I think this RPI game, like you guys were kind of alluding to, could kind of be the stretch of pavement where the tires catch and the rocket ship takes off, I guess, to keep the stupid analogy going. Big Bag, what do you got for Reed here? Anything? I guess more of a statement than a question, but
yeah, I was gonna say, did he ask a question in there?
Yeah.
So yeah,
did,
good call, Reed.
Drop observations or questions.
Yeah, I did throw.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't disagree with anything he said. Yeah, good. No, not a slight at Reed. Just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to respond because I'm a dummy.
Irrational Mav fan. How good is it? How is this team in comparison to last year? There we go. As of now, I wish we had last year's team back. Other than Luigi, does anyone remember we need to score goals to win games? Thank God we still have Tracy. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely. I mean, that's just kind of natural. I think we know what we had more coming into last season. I mean, we still had quite a few additions, but we knew what we had. And obviously Pitlick was a great addition as well. So, but
you guys
I mean,
remember how many times we were on this podcast saying we can't score last year with that team too?
that's true.
I'm not.
How many
Yeah.
1-goal games did we win? Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. Last year's team struggled to score at the beginning too.
Yeah.
This team's finding an identity, and we're not in a bad spot.
There's 17 new guys. It's going to take a second.
If we were 0-4 right now, obviously I'd be like, something needs to change. But we're 1-1-2, which sounds terrible. I don't like how that sounds at all.
Yeah.
Like coming off the tongue. But it's better than being 0-4. And yeah, we'll find the back of the net eventually.
Yeah,
The team, we're trying to figure out lines. Like Cam said, 17 new players that haven't played together. Coach doesn't know who works well together on lines officially yet. Like he has an idea, but we're not to the finished product yet. We haven't put everyone where they need to be yet. Once that figures out, we're going to click and we'll be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Totally agree.
Big Bang. Yeah. Steven, pretty much the same thing, really missing our forward core from last year.
You can miss them all you want. They're not coming back.
They're not coming back, Steve. And then Matt Boris, last one here. Is Wisco coming to town? I mean, back to Cato next season. Absolutely a series I want to see again. Two Ties feels like some unfinished business. Also, Murr looking top tier. Yeah, I think I've been saying it the past few games, but Murr keeps the blue line like unbelievable. And all the NHL scouts that we were yelling at to just only look at Mavericks throughout the rink. That was another cool part about being in Wisco. We should have brought that up, was seeing all the different NHL scouts, and they're all pretty friendly. They're willing to talk, and they liked it. The one guy we talked to, he's like, yeah, I think he said he was looking at Murr, and but he's like, Tracy looked phenomenal. Just height wise, he's gonna run into the same struggle bus that Drido did with pro stuff, is with not being 6'12", and that's what NHL scouts look for. But he's like he looks phenomenal, but it's hard, it's a hard sell to the boss. So hopefully that this has another good season and Tracy gets some looks. But Wisco is coming to town next season. It's going to be pretty sweet. Hoping to have some special guests on before that episode. But you guys got anything for Matt here?
No, I honestly completely forgot what the question was.
Yeah.
Wisconsin is coming. Yep.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, I think last season it took Murr till like mid-season to look really good, so it's nice to see him at mid-season form this early.
Phenomenal.
We needed him this year, because
Yeah.
I remember a couple times my people would be like, it seems like Murray's just kind of going through the motions last year, and he's not this year.
No,
I haven't thought that. I thought he's been one of our best players each game.
Yeah, totally agree. Agree. Well, guys, what do you say? Let's wrap this thing up. We got anything more?
Don't lie to me. There's one more.
There's one more. Oh, let me look. Oh, at the very top, I see it. Juddy Roll asks, why can Big Bag not hang? Care to start with Big Bag?
All right. Let's see here. First of all,
oh, here it is.
I am 16 years older than you.
That's it.
I'm Jordan, you're Kobe. Like, game respects game. Like I'm still out there giving it everything I got at
No,
41 years old.
I am very proud of Big Bag for this weekend.
I'm not
just gotta
done.
give him a little bit. Oh boy.
Number 2. I was hammering tequila all weekend. You were drinking Spotted Cow. So I was...
Buddy, you should have seen me after. The rump. You couldn't handle rumpies.
And how did that end for you?
On the floor.
And number 3, I'm going to bring it up again. I took the shot of Malort. You dumped it on the floor.
Allegedly.
I think I did. I think I did good.
You did great. I'm very proud of you.
There we go.
Oh man. Well, there you go. There's your answer.
I'm gonna go get my puppy now. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's it, are you guys good? We can end this thing.
I'm great. Good
Beautiful.
weekend. Let's go.
Yeah, good weekend. It's gonna be a fun one. See everyone down at the Mail this weekend. I think just normal,
Except
back to
for
normal
Big
start
Bag.
times. 7 on Friday, 6 on Saturday. We'll see everyone there. Get to Mavericks. Get to the businesses downtown.
Is that
Support
what we're
local.
doing, Cam?
Get some good
We
food.
going to pregame at Mavericks?
Obviously, it's not even a question.
Duh.
So, but yeah, no, we'll see everyone down there. It's gonna. I'm so pumped to have hockey back in Mankato. This is gonna be sweet. So, with that, see everyone at the Mail this weekend. Roll Mavs.
Thank you for tuning in to the Chattin Mavericks podcast. Please be sure to leave a review, subscribe, and share. Roll Mavs.